Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's James. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down for this offense. He'll pull it down. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now. But down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Taylor wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Bucks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on 2nd down and short. On the run, it's James. Plows through the defense. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Gonna run it. It's James. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll go with a direct snap. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too...
Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got it up there. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively, and they just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Robin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Child. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Belling. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking for room. It's James. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Childs. Unleashes one deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They're going to test the right side with this one. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback will audible. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
At the 34. Coming up, 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Taylor wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. on 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Taylor wants to throw. Lets it fly. Fires and picked off. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Direct snap. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 10, Oregon
10. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's James. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wide out in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 27 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback checking off. Taylor wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease. It's James. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield. It's Childs. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
That's when the offense would run the halfback. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Caught in the backfield. It's James. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Back to throw, it's Childs. flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's caught. It's James. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants to throw here on second down. This one's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Got it in the middle, it's James. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Number 13 with the catch in the end zone.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch for the two, and now they're down by just a field goal. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It came down to the final